Hello, and welcome back to Shin Megami Tensei. We're here in Tokyo Destiny Land, and we're sort of mid-grind right now. Last week, we finished off the Law route, got the Law ending, and started in on the Chaos route. We went back to Shinagawa, we beat up Haniel, I believe it was, and left our good friend, the law hero Shuichi, very disappointed in us and our choices in life. We went back and saw Echidna and promised to help the Gaians, got baptized in the Rite of Chaos, and went to the Cathedral to help them capture it from the forces of God for, some reason. Help stop God from descending upon the earth and taking over the place. That's the plan. And in order to do that, they sent me out to recruit the 4 heavenly kings that guard Tokyo. And that went fine, for the first couple of them. And then the 3rd guy was like, nah, you're not a high enough level. And then the 4th guy was also like, no, you're not a high enough level. We never ran into any level blocks in the law route. We just beat everyone up, as you do. But on the Chaos path, they're like, no, you have to be this tall to get on the ride. And it's just, I don't like that. If you're just not strong enough and you need to go and grind, that's one thing. But setting a hard level gate on progress to begin with, no, you have to be level 60. It doesn't matter if you could beat the boss anyway, you have to be level 60 to progress before we'll even let you in the door. That's really annoying. If you make a boss that's just too hard at a lower level, it's fair enough. You go off, you grind, or you just get better at the game. But no, they decided you have to be a high enough level to even recruit these guys to be able to progress with the story. And so, I was level 57, and I got up to level 58, and they let me recruit the 4th guy, but the 3rd guy was still like, no, you're not strong enough yet. And so I said, well, hey, I'll do some grinding off stream during the week, and I'll be ready for today. And that was the plan. And I did do a bit of grinding, a little bit. I got up to level 60 last night. Then I went to test it, and it was like, no, you're still not a high enough level. So this morning, I got up to level 61, and I went to check it, and it was still, no, you're just not a high enough level. I don't respect you. I don't respect what you do. I don't respect what you are. Yeah. And so now I'm pretty close to level 62. Pretty close. And so let's finish getting to level 62, and we'll see if that's good enough. And if it's not, I don't know. I guess we'll just have to keep grinding. It's that or just quit the game. Or cheat somehow? I don't know. I don't have whatever you would need to cheat installed. I'm generally not in favor of cheating, but I would almost be willing to do it for this particular situation. Oh, a fun thing I found out. The succubi can drain your levels in this game. That is still a mechanic. Let's cast Tetraja since there's a few of them here. Lost a bit of time grinding because of these succubi and their level drain. That wasn't fun. They like to put everyone to sleep, and then drain levels and also paralyze people. Oh, I forgot to switch her back to gun. Yeah, it's just the entire party is asleep. These guys do at least give a lot of XP, so there's that. And then there's Manticore. There, see, over 1,000 XP for that fight, those two fights. Wake everyone back up. How much do I need now? 2,500? 2,200? Or... many of these fights give just barely any XP at all. Only 3 of them. There we go. What are we at now? We need 409 more XP. Where's the exit? This way. Alright, have some vitality. You, we should level up in not too much longer as well. Heal up. There we go. Have some speed. Okay. Now, save first. Yeah. Now let's teleport to Nakuro, because that's the closest spot. And we'll go see if, I believe it's Bishamonten, the Guardian of the North. Been being a bit of a jerk about this. Let's go see if level 62 is enough for him. And if it's not, then I hope you enjoy just grinding. Grinding forever. Not that it's really all that much different from what I usually do. Just wandering around corridors, mapping things, and killing everything. But at least when you have a goal, whether it's mapping out the dungeon or getting to the boss and beating it, it's a little more tolerable than just grinding for XP. All right, let's see. You returned. How nice. Oh, you... Really? 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 62 isn't enough. I could beat the friggin' game at level 62. You friggin' asshole. I cannot believe that 62 is not enough. Who designed this? Who thought this was a good idea? Who sat down in their offices at Atlas and was like, oh, you know, players who aren't level 60 friggin' 4 or 60 friggin' 5 just aren't high enough a level to go through this. They clearly need to be level friggin' 70 before we'll let them into the Cathedral. Otherwise, they wouldn't stand a chance. Who? Fight me. Just fight me. I will beat you up and I will prove that I'm strong enough. I'm so mad. I'm so mad at this. I've ground out 5 levels by now. 5 levels. They're just, no, you're not a high enough level. 62? Are you crazy? You can't continue the game at level 62. Clearly, I should have spent more time during the week grinding. But how could anyone have anticipated that level 60 wouldn't be enough? Never mind 60 friggin' 2. The XP here is so bad, too. The XP everywhere is so bad. If it says it's online anywhere. they anywhere in here? Level 57, level 59. Currently you need to be level 75 for him to join, but maybe you don't need him to join? You just talk to him and then leave? Okay, let's go and see. I never did actually go back and see if just leaving was an option. Let's go to the Cathedral and see if they'll say, hey, you know what, you got 3 out of 4 of them, that's good enough. Oh, no one really suggested to me that that would be an option, but let's try it. Friggin' level 75. You know, I considered briefly grinding up to level 65 so I could get the Chaos Armor, but no. 62 was annoying enough. Here's some more Tengu, sure. Sure that. Okay, let's go back to the Cathedral and see if they're cool with 3 out of 4. Alright, let's see. I see you're still alive, Shinji. You're no pushover either, are you? What? Yeah, okay, I guess the plot continues. You don't actually need to recruit all 4 of them. You just need to talk to them all. Okay. What was that? Please go and see what happened to Tokyo. Oh no, it's flooded. How terrible. Once again, God the Monster has decided to commit omnicide. What was that? Yeah, I did. I did see. That's the heretic healers around that way. There aren't many followers of the Messianic faith that have infiltrated our ranks, are there? If we find any, we're not going to let them get away with it. It's clear that they're behind this flood. Yeah, I mean, sort of. No one really asked them, but... You bring chaos to this world. What do you need? Just heal me. This is the armor dealer. He doesn't actually have anything for... Boy. Terminal. How much money do I have? I do have enough to buy the railgun, Shinji. Got 4 of these. Let's sell off 2 of them. Have a bunch of these too. Alright, I can board the railgun for Shinji. Yeah. And when I get around to the other side, I can get him his armor as well. Alright, let's see now. How about you? Do you want to join me? He will. Jewel, sure, I guess. Oh, we're full up now. What do I do from here? I think I want to go and, like, talk to that turtle. There aren't only lesser demons in the Cathedral, some of the most chaotic demons are also inside. Yeah. If I had stayed in Tokyo, I would have been at the bottom of the sea by now. Yep. trying to cut on my hustle or not? There's no way I'm giving you this turtle. Yep, yeah, I want the turtle. Thanks for saving me. I'll give you this in return. Use it and I'll swim right over to you. Farewell, I have to hurry back to the ocean. Hooray, I got the turtle bell. Now, I guess I can go and talk to Takashi. What was that? No, I saw already. Yeah, it's flooded. Okay, now will he tell me to go and save Ravana? It seems the flood was God's doing. The 4 heavenly kings didn't have the power to keep it at bay. I mean, maybe they would have if I hadn't recruited 3 of them. If we hadn't taken this cathedral, everybody would have been buried in the depths of the water, along with the rest of Tokyo. By the way, there's a bit of a problem that has popped up. The sky fiend Ravana has been in Shinjuku, staving off the coming of God, but it's being attacked by the wicked god Vishnu. Ravana has been drawing the fight on for long enough. I ask that you go and finish off Vishnu. Okay. But first, time for fusion. Can I do any sword fusion? No. What about triple fusion? I mash together Undyne with... Okay, I could get a salamander. Yeah. But a few paths to salamander here. But what I really need is... Sylph. We get Yama. That would be fun. Ino Kagetsuchi is 1 level too high for me. Quetzalcoatl, Abaddon, Vampire, Heck Young. Or let's make Peck Young out of Vitra using my Undyne. I can get another Undyne pretty easily. You just fuse 2 of the lady ogres together. Alright, so Heck Young, I could use it to make lower level things. Let's see. Yearlinger. He's only level 46. Not really any good combinations. You know. Fafnir, Samael, maybe. Barong is cool. Gracefulger is law-aligned. Sure, let's do this. after is pretty cool looking. Alright, let's see now. Shuten Doji, what can I do with you? Make a Yamada no Orochi. 55. You're the lowest level one. Sure, why not? Empty up some space in my demon closet. And Lich and Yaksha. Ariti. Arminia, Duryarahan, Death Touch. Yeah, alright. Sounds good to me. Let's see. Lich, can I do anything with you? I could seriously downgrade this to a serpent. Nothing else. But you. Yeah, get a Tezcolop Katia? Oh, yeah, this guy. This guy's law, though. No, Indrajit. I think I get him for free later. Try triple kill. Nope. Nope. Lich just isn't very good at fusion. Well, we're down to 6, which means I have 6 open spots, which isn't too bad. Maybe I'll be able to recruit something I can do with Lich later. Anyway, for now let's get our good friend... I mean, Hariti's pretty good. She actually has a heal. What do we have for spells? Put Hariti in here, and let's put, I guess, Pekyung. And now we can be off. Our first stop is going to be just around here on the law side of the cathedral. So I can pick up armor for Shinji. No, he needs it. He deserves it. And I can afford it, so yeah. Might as well. No intention of actually becoming a follower of the Messianic faith. I'm just pretending I am so I can stay in this town. A lot of people here who are thinking the same thing, and they're smart to do so. Yeah. Right. This is just the Heretic's Manor on this side. Welcome to the cathedral. Here you will be able to in the form of God, something, cares. Oh, it's the founder. Thanks to the cathedral, I was able to narrowly escape my brush with death. Perhaps this too is a blessing from God. Sure, maybe. Junk shop here. I mean, I'm pretty good on stuff. Here's our armor shop. Hermes helmet. Give me 10 defense for this. This raises speed and luck by 1, lowers wisdom by 2, or at least. We'll just go with the jagged set. And the earth mail. Atlas bracers, ogre god bracers, jagged fists. Sell off all this old stuff that I don't need anymore. Not that I need the money anymore, either. You know, we need to plan for our retirement. You know, once we save the world from God the Monster, we're gonna need some money. Probably. Not like we have any useful skills outside of fighting stuff. Nah, I'm good actually. Oh God, what would you like as your next sacrifice? Nobody's there. Oh yeah, they sacrificed that octopus. Still dangerous up ahead, but with all these demons lurking around. Shuichi, our savior, went further in, but he still hasn't returned. I won't tell you not to go, but I'm warning you. Careful. Yeah, see, they actually just let me go out into the cathedral from the law side. This is the fury of God. He has washed the impurity out of Tokyo. Yeah, no, that's one way of putting it. The greatest of the angels have come here. I'd like to meet with them soon. Ah, good. Terminal. Oh yeah, Rags' shop. I don't have any sapphires, I don't have any diamonds, I don't have any rubies. I have enough to make an undine, but not a sylph or a salamander. We're flowing with black energy. Yeah, you know, kind of. I like how the Messians only require a 1,000 Maka donation in order to overcome the whole "you're evil" thing, but the Gaians require a 1,000 Maka donation. The Messian Church is also generally cheaper, too. Alright, that's their headquarters mapped out. Let's head on out and find Ravana. I don't really need to waste a bunch of time exploring the ocean this time, since I already know what's out there, and I kind of remember where it all is, sort of. Mostly. I imagine I'm going to have to go to the prison eventually to, probably fuse the 3 tyrants into a devil ring or something to, in order to access the boss room and the law part of the cathedral. But I don't particularly need to go through the Imperial Palace this time. Not on the Chaos route. I'll have to do it on the Neutral route, I believe. Alright, here we are. all the guys down here on the first floor, or, I mean, I guess it's not actually the first floor, it's what, like the 35th floor? Whatever, the bottom accessible floor are really low level. And yet there sure are still a lot of them anyway. There's the terminal. Sure, let's save. Let's just do it. And let's see. I want to keep Jikoku-ten or Komoku-ten out. Zanma, Zanma, Shibabu. Alright, I'll keep the guy with Tarukaja. Get rid of Komoku-ten. In favor of Fafnir. And this is the side with Ravana, so we'll go up here and we'll make some new friends. Batala. Hey Jay, how's it going? Scylla? Sure, let's try recruiting Scylla. Yeah, you're on the right track. Great, glad I could help. Dakini. Dakini's too low level. part is this? No, this is the government offices. So it's part just before the cathedral. I have to go and recruit Ravana and defeat Vishnu on the Chaos Path. I can get this guy on side. Call in for help. Sure. Nope, can't recruit these guys. I think SMT2 has 5 endings or something. I mean, we'll see. I'll aim to cover all the endings, but if some of them are just way too much of a pain to get, I might not. Figure that out when I get there. I mean, I'll at least do the main law, neutral, chaos endings, but... Ignoring me, just say my name. A sapphire, I don't have any sapphires. Jewel, sure. Maca, why not? Also a bunch of magnetite. More maca. Alright, great. Wanted to do multiple routes on if, but honestly, yeah. If seems a little rough, and also in order to do multiple routes you have to replay from the very start, so it's definitely a lot tougher. I think the main difference is just at the very end, where it's the neutral route, which is like the third person you can get to join you, has extra content, but otherwise they're mostly the same, from what I understand. Rakshasas, I think you can't recruit either. Find sword, very nice. What's your next SMT game going to be? It's on to 3 next, Nocturne? Yeah, it would be nice if they would do modern ports for the older games. Wow. Yeah, I mean, at least Atlas is always willing to try something new, even if sometimes it doesn't work out so well. If was basically the thing that led into the Persona series, and that was pretty successful for them in the end. Definitely also be nice if they brought in modern ports of the older Persona games. I don't think anyone has Paralati. Only didn't get the second Persona 2 game, right? I'm not sure. We got both versions of Persona 2 on the Vita, I'm pretty sure. But they're sort of trapped there on the Vita. Which you can't even buy games on anymore, as far as I know. Good old what's-his-face at Sony of America shut down the Vita store. There's a lot of pretty decent classic dungeon crawlers on the PSP and Vita. Yeah, there are pretty good emulators these days, so that's nice. Good old Rakshasa. Went deep on PSP games, mostly just Monster Hunter. That's what I got the system for, was Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. But yeah, there were a lot of E tier and C tier dungeon crawlers and RPGs and visual novels and stuff on there as well. It was a good system. The Vita in particular, I was always disappointed that it didn't take off more, just because it was a much better system, technically speaking, than the DS and the 3DS were. But it just never got popular games on it. Like Monster Hunter, for whatever reason, moved over to the 3DS or the DS or whatever instead of being on the Vita. And, just likewise, it just didn't get much support, and then it just kind of died. Yeah. Had a surprisingly deep library over its lifespan. Can I recruit these? I'm pretty sure I can't. Okay, means laugh. Yeah. Okay. No, they can't recruit them. everyone's going crazy. Sure, Turducks, why not? Legion the Evil Spirit. I doubt you can recruit this guy, but let's try. Evil Spirit Clan. Stay calm. Join me? No. Evil spirits will not be recruited. Sure. Why not? Let's just get her on board. An emerald? No way. Turquoise. Okay, I have spare turquoises. I have a bunch of them. She turned around and she came back immediately because she wanted to give me that magnetite. Alright, that's a dead end. Thanks for the money. You're very generous. If only I actually had anything else to use money on. Want to start Nocturne? Oh, you've only played the first third? Yeah, no, it's a really good game all the way through. Yeah, look, 3 and 4 and Strange Journey are all absolutely top tier games. Oh yeah, the limited ammo, if just seems like such a chore. There's, I don't know, I feel like there's no real reason for that. There's some games that can do limited ammo well, but like a turn-based RPG like this, where you're having to use your gun every round, and you can only carry like a stack of 99 bullets or something, is not one of them. Yaksha. Let's recruit Yaksha. Red Mei. Gowl. Alright. This wants all of my magnetite. Jewel, sure. So demanding. How much do you want? Sure. A ruby? I don't have a ruby. Okay, sure. This guy? Is he just gonna drain my entire coffer? Yeah, come on. Just how much do you want? A diamond? Do you think I have a diamond? No. Is bugged or something? Did I piss him off too much? Sure. Yeah. No, take it. Take everything. This is amazing. I have never seen anyone have this many demands. Yeah. I think it must be bugged. Sure, sure. Take it. Take it all. Yeah, same. Like, usually if you give it like a jewel, that's enough. All right. I'm cutting you off here. I must have bugged it out somehow. Just grinding. You know, a lot of monsters like to just give you a jewel. You know, if you have one of them in your party and you just talk it out, they're like, hey, have a jewel. There's... What's around the back here? Alright, nothing here. Floor done. Yeah. All right, let's see. Just an empty room. recovering slightly from the small fortune that I gave to that yaksha. Hey, free jewel. Alright, let's see if he's a little more reasonable. Being always works. Okay, yeah, he joined. I don't know what was up with that other one, but... a much more reasonable price for that guy. Back this way. Way first. treasure. The smoke bomb. Okay. That's all filled in. Yeah. In this one. 4,000 magnetite, sure, why not? Always useful. Magnetite really isn't a problem in this one, like it was in Digital Devil story games. Never really have much danger of running out. Just walk around with a full party of demons all the time. Fine. Alright, up to the next floor. What, 47? I have her. Yaksha, I have him too. Going to be so much harder on the other side because it's all demons you can't recruit. They're on the law path. Recruit them on the Vishnu side. The chaos path, you can recruit some of them at least on Ravana's side. Towers probably have just the worst encounter rate in the game too. Every step, it's some 3 battles in a row. Put my map back up. Another refined sword. Finest swords here. Oh, right, and this is that area that you can't get into. I remember that. Just this weird little walled-off section. There's tiles in there, there's rooms in there. can't access it for whatever reason. Well, whatever. It's fine. Yaksha as well. Okay. Oh good, Haridi actually does do more than one attack per round. First, dead end down here. nice. Haridi's actually really good. And she has a heal. Alright. They stopped being crazy. Alright, next floor. 48. Scylla, I recruited a Scylla, didn't I? Yeah. Nothing in there. Oh, that's Ravana's door already. Honestly, a bit shorter than I remember it being. Not that I'm complaining. well. Alright, I'm pretty sure I don't have to fight them, but let's heal up anyway. Pop off our old buddy Fafnir. Let's go in. Don't tell me I'm not a high enough level. Vishnu is strong. Lend me your powers. I will become one of your allies. Let us fight side by side to crush God's plans. Sounds good to me. Is your son not going to join too? Nobody's there. No, I guess not. I guess you don't get Indrajit. Let's see. What's Vishnu doing? Or not Vishnu, Ravana. He's only level 53. Vishnu is like level 80 something. Zanma, Mahazanma, and Idirahan. I'm not even that impressed with Ravana. Maybe if I came here after I defeated Vishnu, he'd be stronger. I don't know. Go back to save point. Alright. That's half of it done. Now we'll do the more annoying half. Like, for the sake of role-playing, I want to put Ravana in my party, but also he's really low level. Who would I replace with him? No one. Vishnu is so much higher level. Kinara might be kind of annoying to fight. Also, I'm surprised that Indrajit doesn't join you. That was fine. Problem at all. This guy join? No. No, he will not. They're super weak anyway. They're like double 30-something at best. Oh, here's Vitra again. Can I get a new Vitra? No. Can't negotiate with Vitra. You can fuse one, but you can't recruit them. Also, as I recall, they only gift you like 1 XP, which is really annoying. Alright, Raksha Longo. Yeah, I like you. Alright. Of course I like you. Give me something. What's a magic stone? Sure. Alright, he joined. That was easy. You like me? Yes. Yeah. But he joined me anyway, so he's just a tsundere. Oh, here's Ganesh. Ganesh will not join. Ganesh is awful. These guys are also lawful. I do wonder if I had held off on recruiting Ravana until after I had beat Vishnu, would Ravana be a higher level? Or is Ravana just way lower level than Vishnu? have some stuff. Or side first. No, I meant to talk. Whatever, it's fine. old buddy Yaksha. And here's another Ottawa. Why not? With a magnetite. Alright, that's this floor filled in. Ravinus and Raven, probably like a bit smaller. They are fairies, so you can't won't listen to me. They will not listen to reason. Could have spared them. They were driven by madness. This guy too. I feel bad about it, but I can't let them stand in my way. I would feel even worse about that. Beating up your friends, it's heartbreaking. You hate to do it. Friends would feel so much worse if they knew that they had inconvenienced you. And you can't put them through that. Did I accidentally hit the auto button? I must have. So many of them. I can heal up a little bit. Or magnetite. Right, let's see if I can... No, it's full moon. It's still the full moon somehow. Kaja stacks already. And Super Kaja stacks. Wonderful. Look how little damage I'm doing now. Tickling them. Yeah, no, just spamming that. It's fine. Yeah, and they're healing themselves with the fire attacks. Okay. Aha. Okay. One more, sure. For the road. Finally stopped being bullied. stairs, and so I did miss stuff over there. That's a shame. Hopefully it won't take me too long to fill that in. I know I don't have to. I'm going to anyway, obviously. But I don't have to. I just accidentally chose the correct path. Yeah, no, it's fine. Thanks for the sword. Yeah, no, here's a third fight. Why not? Okay. Okay. 3 of these guys in a row. Why not? Alright, what's this? A smoke bomb. Great. Yep. Oh, ignore these guys. All right. I've been in here? No, I haven't. 1, 2. All right. Now. want a little bit here. Heck young, just a little bit extra. Alright, one last square. Now we... Yeah, of course there's a fight here. Gotcha. Glad to see ya. Then these guys. Alright, back to the stairs. Hey, Senri. Alright. Oh, my party's full. I'm surprised. Did I really recruit 6 people? I guess I must have. Oh well. Who did I recruit? I recruited Yaksha, Ravana, and that bull. That's 3. I recruited Scylla, that's 4. I recruited a king. I think I might have, yeah. That would be 5. Oh, and Hariti. I think I had her before. I think I had Hariti before already. She shouldn't count as one of the 6. Doesn't matter too much. Why? Yeah, tail. Flame is no good, they're the absorbed flame. made it a nice distance there. Got a few tiles before getting attacked again. That's always nice. Well, okay, it's Yaksha. Talk my way out of this one. Only a single fight. Good. Only 3 of them. We're getting there. Is the next floor the last one? I hope it is. Shalango. Get out of here. That's okay, it's only 2 of these dudes. Alright, what floor is this? It's 40. No, there's another floor. Alright, that's fine. 2 more floors to go. This floor and the next one. Right, this one has the sort of 2 paths. I vaguely remember this. Dead end here. Suddenly, unfortunately, we can't recruit because our party is full. No. That's fine. Ugh. Why? Okay, fine. Fine. Tail hits everyone. Not for a ton, but it hits everyone. Yeah. Alright, great. Level up. What do you want? Let's have some vitality. Do we also have some vitality? Let's actually heal. There we go. That doesn't generate anything. I hate these guys so much. I managed to surprise them, so I got a full turn off, and they didn't manage to start spamming Rakakasha on themselves. Which is the main annoying part of that fight. Not Fire Breath. Funny, they're doing fire damage, which they are immune to, but when the fire damage bounces back at them, it does still hurt them. So I guess reflected damage must be non-elemental. Doesn't actually matter what the original damage type was. fill in that tile. Alright, last floor. I got to go a surprisingly generous number of tiles without running into a fight there. heal up. And do I have anyone with any better buff spell? Guy with Tarukasha already in the party. Alright, here's Vishnu. You, a human, would dare stand before me? Are you an avatar of Ravana? Not technically, no. Also, Vishnu is called a wicked god, despite the fact that he's, on Team Law. Let's see. What Bite does. Cast Tarukasha. Death Touch. And just attack. And you can put up a safety Tetrasha, just in case. I don't think Vishnu has a level drain. Bites aren't doing a whole lot of damage. Just attack. Honestly, just gun attack is probably the most damage she'll do. Yeah, it's like 120 damage. Third stack. Hanma, oh, yep. Okay, yeah, the Mahanma is... I'm glad I got off my third stack of Tetrasha, or not Tetrasha, Tarukasha. Should I summon someone new, or should I just not bother with that? Let's get Ravana in here. And Vishnu's down. Alright, sure. Point of power. Point of magic. Neither god nor demon. Not even an avatar of Ravana. I can't believe I lost to a mere human. Yeah, well, you and me both, buddy. Anyone have a raise? No Haridi. You have raises. Yeah. And back to the start. Teleport back to the Chaos Cathedral. Right. And before we end for the day, let's do some fusion. Get my number of demons back down to a controllable number. Also heal up. Please just stop Shiva moving, everyone. What max? Shiva move, paralyzed. Yeah, no, great. Wonderful. Okay, good, level up again. Power up to max. And have some. Yeah, no, we were just here, and some incubi decided to attack us, and like paralyzed everyone. For some reason. Yeah. Okay, Heretic's Manor. What can I fuse? Can I fuse anything into a sword? No. Can I do any cool fusions with Rakshalanko? Looks like it. Bikini? So I could make a barong. I want to turn Peck Young into a barong. Narashima, yeah. Chimera, yeah. What about my good friend Scylla? Yamada no Orochi to barong, which is neutral. It's Penpatra. Sure, let's do this. Really cramming that Yamada no Orochi in there. Ravana into anything fun. Ravana's only 53. Use him into a Yama. Wouldn't be half bad. And Dakini turn into anything good. And Undyne. Rangda here. 54, but downgrade. Was it Coddle? slight downgrade for my Hariki to form this Yama. Salamander. Like I had a Sylph. Indrajit. Maya. If I were one level higher, I could make Maya or Indrajit. That would be nice. As fusion fodder into something else. Yes, if I undying this, I can get Hinokagutsuchi from him. And that is an upgrade. Yeah, so that's good. Can I do it? I can make a new Jikoku 10. That would be using my Pet Young or my Baron. I can make a new Vitra. Little Joten. Yaksha, Lich, just make slime. Lich just makes slime with everyone. Lich is useless. I gotta find something I can fuse with this Lich. It will be less useless. Yaksha and Ravana. Just make this guy. I can make an Orcus with the Hinokagutsuchi. Law aligned. Alright, Ravana. It was nice knowing you. Going to reform Jikokuten. Maybe if you were a higher level, like Vishnu was, you would be worth keeping around. But you're not. And I need space. I need space to be recruiting more demons. Jikokuten. Baekhyang, Indrajit. Yakusha. Kagutsuchi, the demon. Lich, I don't even know why I could make a servant to level 54. I could downgrade my Fafnir. I don't know. Maybe I will recruit something that's nothing I can do with sword fusion. Okay. Let's get Kagutsuchi in the party. And let's put... Sure, wrong. Alright, let's head back to the terminal. Save, and that'll be good for the day. No, next time we will... I guess begin exploring the cathedral again. Gotta fill in our map once again. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just head downstairs. We'll see. We'll figure that out when we get there. But for now, thanks for watching. Stay safe, have fun. And, don't be afraid to beat up anyone you find in your local government offices. They probably deserve it, and they will just swarm you if you try and break in, Don't take it. Don't stand for it.